Talk Nation, welcome back everybody. This is Real Talk Live Sports and I'm your host Philly. Let's get into it. Terence Crawford, Showtime, Shawn Porter, Tank Davis, ROLLY Romero. We're going to talk a little bit about those upcoming spectacular fights. First off, Terence Crawford, man, facing Showtime, Shawn Porter. It's going to be a super explosive fight. Shawn Porter is very competitive, very aggressive in the ring, but I do believe, just like Yordenis Ugas was able to offset and neutralize some of what Shawn Porter did, I do believe you're going to see the same thing when he faces Shawn Porter in this upcoming fight. Now, Shawn Porter and his father both have a slight history with Bud Crawford because they faced each other, you know what I mean, coming up. This is going to be a great fight. But at the same time, Shawn Porter, even if he loses this fight, he's still, just because of the way that the welterweight division is now, like I said, with the exit of Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence's injury, now the ranks is a little bit shuffled. So if Shawn Porter loses this fight, is he or will he still be considered a top 5 welterweight? If he faces Bud Crawford goes in and have a dominant crushing performance, and what if he knocks out Showtime Shawn Porter? Does that elevate Terence Crawford to possibly number 1 or number 2 in the division? But more importantly, does that set up their future fight with Errol Spence Jr.? Because that's what we all want to see. The biggest fight in the welterweight division that we want to see now, it was Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. We all saw how that worked out. But now we want to see, finally, will it ever happen? Bud Crawford against Errol the Truth Spence. I hope it does. That will be a legacy-defining fight. But even if whoever loses that fight, it does nothing to their pedigree. It does nothing to their legacy. If anything, it's going to elevate their legacy, as we seen recently last week when Deontay Wilder faced the Gypsy King. He was knocked out by the Gypsy King. Very legendary fight, super explosive. We all didn't know the fight was going to end like that, but guess what? Tyson Fury, I told you guys before, he talks a lot, but he does back it up. He went in there, executed, and performed spectacularly, especially even Wilder. He did kind of let me down a little bit because I thought I was going to see more out of Wilder because of what we seen while he was in camp, but it still wound up being an all-time great fight, and both fighters and competitors, in my opinion, and also others' opinions, now they go down as all-time greats because of the performance they put on. Now, if Bud Crawford, Shawn Porter, I do believe it's going to be a war. I think Bud is going to get physical with Shawn, because Shawn knows that he can't outbox, but it's no secret. Sometimes you don't know a fighter's game plan, but in this particular situation, the game plan is this. You're going to have to get in there, you're going to have to get physical. Bud Crawford is the more lengthier fighter. He has the range on Shawn Porter, but Shawn Porter's movements and his explosive tactics, I'm not going to say it nullifies that, but it's going to make it more difficult. But you've seen Bud in training, you know what I mean? He's working on, you know what I mean, turning, roughing up his opponent, roughing up his opponent. So I do believe this fight is going to be interesting. But I'm not going to pick who I think was going to win that fight yet, but it's going to be super explosive. Now, Tank Davis, ROLLY Romero, I don't know what ROLLY thinking. I absolutely don't. ROLLY Romero, he does a lot of talking, but at the same time, he's a young competitor. He does have power. He kind of reminds me of Mayorga a little bit. You know what I mean? Very extreme puncher, you know what I mean? Somewhat wild, unorthodox, but he's learning coming out of the Mayweather camp, you know what I mean? So hopefully as he stays in the game, his talent and skill can also progress. But I do believe he bit off more than he can chew in this fight. Just like some believe Plant is biting off more he can chew with Canelo Alvarez. But that's a different video. But I have made videos on that. So go back, check it out. While you at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But I do believe, and I'm not going to pick a winner for Tank and ROLLY, but I can honestly say that ROLLY Romero has a great statistical chance at getting knocked out. You've seen recent videos of Tank sparring, Tank training, you know what I mean? And Tank looks not only faster, but he looks more explosive. And we all know the power that he has, you know what I mean? So ROLLY Romero coming into this fight, this is a dangerous fight. And if this is a money grab for ROLLY, he better cherish and save every cent of this payday, because Tank is coming into this fight to make a statement. But let me tell you something. If Tank Davis catches ROLLY, he's going to sleep, and it could be vicious. Tank is known for having vicious knockouts. This, as far as his combination game, his quickness, his movement, his explosiveness, everything has not only progressed, but it's going to be getting dangerous out here for some of these guys, man. Anybody who steps into the ring with Tank Davis, you better be on point, period. It look like Tank is starting to mature. He's coming into his craft. He's coming into his skill. And at the same time, I think he's ready to take that moniker of, you know what, I'm pound for pound the best fighter in the sport. Right now, we talking about Canelo. Tank Davis, in a couple of years, that could be his spot. And for what I see from Tank Davis, it look like it's going to be a reality. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More videos coming soon. It's lunchtime, so we're at to cut it short. Talking to you, stand up as your boy. Peace.